Hi.
Also ask me to play music while in your car. Want to email with more information?
Chat, as we're coming in, y'all know we have a heated conversation today. I need y'all to tap the screen. Tap the screen. We have Josiah coming in. And we're going to get to the business, chat. I also posted 3 new videos. So if y'all haven't seen them, go like, comment, and repost them. Please, please, please like, comment, and repost. I just posted. So go check them out. Thank you, mods, handling the chat. We need taps, shares, and heart me's chat. Make sure you join the heart me team. Josiah's on the way. He should be here soon. Everyone tap the screen, share the live. Josiah is on the way. It is time for his interview to speak for himself. Make sure y'all go tap in with the new videos. I posted 3 new videos just before getting on live, so make sure you go tap, share, repost, comment, go interact with the recents. Go fuck with them. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. Thank y'all for sharing the live. We need 100 shares and 10K taps. Everybody tap, because this conversation is going to get real heated. Okay, we have factuals, we have real evidence, and we are definitely going to get mass reported. So I need y'all to tap the screen like crazy the entire time. The entire time. Everybody tap the screen. We have a goal of 100,000 taps. That means everybody in this bitch needs to be tapping. Everybody in here needs to be tapping and sharing the live. We are waiting on Josiah. I just spoke to him, so I know he's on his way. And once he gets here, we're going to get right into the facts. We will have Vicky up on the panel. Vicky will have the evidence of all the receipts that he has put together for us, so we have no confusion on nothing. Okay? So everybody, please tap the screen like crazy. Share the live like crazy. Again, our goal is 100,000 taps. We can definitely hit that with everybody who's going to be in here. Okay? So everybody keep tapping the screen. If you're not already following me, welcome. My name is Phoenix. I have a talk show here on live. It's called Nick's at Night. We do interviews, conversations, podcasts, game nights. We do a bunch of shit. So everybody make sure you're tapping the screen and share the live. Tap the screen and share the live. Mods, thank you for holding it down in the comments. If you have not joined my Heart Me team, make sure you do. Thank you, Lex, for joining my team. I appreciate you, babes. Let me go ahead and move the light back a little bit. Move y'all back a little bit. There we go. Also, if y'all are looking at this bodysuit that I'm wearing, this is the bodysuit that I have tagged in the videos I just posted. This is what it looks like. It's very cute. It's from OQQ. It has, what are these buttons right here? And it's giving what it's supposed to give. Absolutely. Okay, so if y'all are looking at this, it is tagged in my videos, so go check those out. Thank you, everybody tapping the screen, sharing the live. Thank you. We are waiting on Josiah. I just spoke to him, so I know he's on his way. Thank you, everybody joining my team. And for the Heart Me's, we are going for 2,000 on our team. We're 200 away, so if everybody sends a Heart Me, we will definitely hit it for sure. It's 200 in the room. Thank you, mods, holding it down in the chat. Thank you, everybody who's sending a heart me. Thank you, the people sharing. We still need 100 shares. If you want to share faster, click the share button and then hit copy link, okay? We are waiting on Josiah. Thank you, everybody joining my team, and the heart me's and the gifts. Thank y'all for the gifts. If you're not already following me, thank you for following. We're waiting on Josiah. We're about to get into his side for real because he has been silenced. Let's pause the music. The reason that this is important for Josiah is because for weeks now, ever since the breakup, he has been lied on. He has been defamed. He has been completely bashed by Say It Cece. Miss Cece has 2 million followers. loyal supporters, loyal followers, people who have been there before him and after him and during him. So she has had the platform to be able to silence him. That means tapping the screen, reporting him, all types of shit. We're waiting on Josiah to come here. Did he go on his own live? Jabria, thank you. Thank you, everybody, for all the gifts. I wanted him to come over here. Did I not tell him that? Oopsie. Because that's how Vicky could be up here to share. Okay, hold on. He's on his line. Ooh, okay, hold on. Let me message him. I just texted him, chat. I don't think I don't think I told him that. But the reason that this is very important, once again, is because he has been silenced for weeks now. It's unfair. It's not okay. And now that I know I have a platform where people can speak freely and they know that, I'm going to use it like that. You feel me? So we're waiting on him to come over here. There he is. And then Vicky can also be up on the panel. She will be on so that she can go all over there. Josiah, you might have to close your app and then come back. Thank you, everybody who's following. Thank you, everybody who's sharing the live. Keep tapping the screen. Tap the screen like crazy, because at the end of the day, we will be getting mass reported, chat. Okay, we will be getting mass reported. That's for a fact. So I need y'all to tap the screen like crazy and be ready for this. Hi, Vicky.
Hi. Let me clear my phone.
I'm going to put you big screen because you're going to be having the receipts up while we're speaking. Let me see if I can change my platform here, my grid. I want it to be. Oh, hold on. Let me change this real quick. Everybody keep tapping the screen, share the live. As y'all know, this is going to get real heated. It's going to get real hot. I need y'all to be ready for this, okay?
Ron, you know my ass. I don't even know.
Okay, there he is. And let's. Oh, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Everybody keep tapping the screen. Stay active. All right, there we go. To turn your camera on. There he is. Okay, so to begin, I think we should just have it on regular panel. So let me.
I'm still blurry. No, my screen.
There we go.
Okay, hold on. Let me see.
Okay.
Does it automatically go on sub only, Phoenix, when you put sub only, or do I have to? It will
automatically, yes. So I was gonna give a disclaimer just so everybody knows why it's going on sub only, and then I'll put it on there because I do want y'all to understand, right? This is a situation where somebody has not been able to speak. Okay, either distractions from the comments, getting mass reported, being silenced, and being bashed. Okay, so what we will be doing here today on my panel is we will put it on sub only. Okay, and if you would like to sub, you can. If you do not, there will be an opportunity at the end where you guys can ask questions to Josiah if you would like to. But in this moment, I want him to speak freely, speak about his events and what he has to speak for. Okay. I love that y'all are being very respectful and calm in the comments. I just don't want him getting displaced by any questions while we're going. Okay. So I will put it on sub only for now. So let me go ahead and turn that on. This again is so that he can speak for himself. Okay. Let me go ahead and put that on sub only. So it is now sub only. You guys feel free to sub if you would like to, but it's not needed. You can wait until the end so that you can speak afterwards. Okay. Josiah, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. I know this is a long time coming. We've been said that we needed to speak. You needed to just have a place where you can talk for yourself without everybody coming at you and getting taken down. I do also I want to make another disclaimer, chat. We will be in this chat and it's going to get heated. It's going to get a little crazy, but I need y'all to help by tapping the screen. Tapping the screen. If y'all are tapping the screen, that actually combats any mass reporting. Okay, so if we're getting mass reported and people are trying to silence us once again, tap the screen to help with that. Okay, and you can also make sure you have favorited. It's the second link in my bio so that we can go right there right afterwards. Okay, so I'm going to start my favorited live right now as well, just in case we have to go over there. It's already going. But I want to get started with Josiah. I need you to just give me a background on why this breakup with Cece happened and how it's gotten to be this way. I think that background is very important for people who know you before or knew her before, during, and then now after. So if you can give kind of synopsis of how this all happened and why the breakup started in the first place.
Absolutely. So, hi everyone. And before I say anything, I want you all to know that I'm not trying to slander anybody. I don't want to speak poorly on anybody. I don't have, anything negative really to say. I understand that I've said negative things. I've made, maybe remarks that I shouldn't have made out of emotion. And I understand that, and I will take full accountability for that. But what a lot of you guys don't understand is for the last not even month that we've been broken up, I have been harassed, bullied. My private area has been leaked. My sensitive information has been leaked. False information has been spread about me. False allegations have been pinned on me. And mind you, we have been together, me and her, for a year and a half. So the way that this breakup happened is her and I have been having issues for the last, I want to say 6 months, roughly 6, 7 months. And we've been working through those issues behind closed doors. Now, if you look at the content, you can see the disconnect, and you can also see where the couple content kind of started to fall off. Everything that I'm saying, you can literally look at, because our whole relationship was pretty much documented on social media. Now, what I will say is that our relationship was not always bad. In the beginning, we had our issues with certain things, but we had a connection. So I don't want you guys to think that, oh no, I'm just like, F her. Like, no, that's not, that's not the case. I am very hurt. I am still healing. I am holding back emotion, even having to have this conversation, because I don't want to, and I try to prevent this, right? So we've been having a disconnect for about 6 months. In May, it was very bad. In May, I actually left the house. When is Mother's Day? Is that in May? Mother's Day is in May.
May 12th, I believe. Yeah.
Yes. So I left the house the week before May, and I was staying at my twin's house for about three days. We got into a huge argument. I was like, I cannot handle anymore this disconnect. We had a very, very big disconnect. And it wasn't from cheating. It wasn't from me dogging her out. It wasn't from me, on her at all. No, the disconnect in our relationship had to do with this lovely app right here, TikTok, her mental health, mistakes that I made, the flirty text messages that I did send in December. And I will take accountability for that, because I am a man and I never said or tried to dismiss any of my actions. That definitely played a part. And I'm sure that triggered her trust issues and anything that she has gone through in the past, right? And then in turn, she constantly accused. She doesn't know how to properly speak, right? As I grew with my transition, especially with top surgery, that kind of became an issue also, because she kind of became jealous, because she's like, why are you shirtless? And people can attest for what I'm saying, because she's like expressed this to other people, right? So that became an issue. So we had a huge disconnect, and the main issue was the mental health. And then also, she wasn't doing anything with herself. If you do not love yourself, you cannot love anyone else. You cannot be with anyone else. And that was what I was telling her repeatedly over and over. It got to the point where I was pouring into this woman constantly. I this for her, a whole entire business. I came on social media, got out of my shell. I came on social media and got out of my shell. I came out of my social media and got out of my shell for her. For her. Because as she brags about all the time, right? She gave me this platform, right? I built you, right? Absolutely. But you plastered me all over your social media. I didn't ask for that. I was still doing my regular content. I ventured out, and if you look at the content, you can tell I was awkward as fuck. Everything that we did it was never skits, because I don't know how to act. I don't know how to fake. I don't know how to pretend. And she has said this out loud. But we can't go look at the receipts on YouTube, because they're all gone. They're all erased. So if you go down and take a gander on my TikTok down memory lane, all those little clips that were posted for marketing purposes are there. And you can see all those skits were genuine reactions. Skits, genuine reactions. They were all genuine reactions. They weren't planned. That's why certain things and certain lines we didn't cross. So I came out of my shell for her on this social media. I was only ever on social media to share my transition and to uplift other people. And if you look through my content all the way to the bottom, it is still the same. I ventured out when I got with her with the couple shit. I never even wanted my relationship on social media. I'm 30 years old. What am I doing? I barely know how to use this app. I barely even know how to create skits for this woman. So, came out of my shell for social media. Okay? Uplifted her every single day. I'm talking about this girl went into such a depression over her career, her TikTok career, and asked for the analytics. Ask that woman for her analytics. Y'all, I'm sure there's TikTokers in here.
And I did want to say that. I did want to pause us here because I did just receive a message from Cece herself.
Oh.
This is an interesting message to receive, but I would like to read this to y'all, and I want y'all to make a decision on if this is someone who is wanting to speak for themselves and be heard and defend themselves, or somebody who is trying to play games with y'all. So let's listen. This is from Cece herself. Girl, you had a better opportunity coming to me first than him. How you a woman supporting an abusive narcissist? How you think that makes you a woman? You as a woman look. And your wannabe platform you're trying so hard to build. Like, girl, be so for real. Stop playing on my top like I know you. I have no clue who the fuck you is, nor whoever the fuck you portraying to be. But if you want to show me, you can. Don't play on the internet, boo. All clout ain't good clout. And why at you? Because like my ex, y'all are desperate for the attention, girl. Bye. I literally had to search for you in order to write you. Fuck making a video direct. How about a direct message, mama? Keep that lame shit over there. I've already heard people that grew up with me, that know me for real, have already told you to get your shit together. But instead, you want to be messy and weird. Girl, play with your pussy before you play with me. How about if you want views to tell your side of the story, you let me know because you want to be while I'm actually influencing. You feel me? Big difference. And that's from Cece herself. And that is at the very beginning of this interview. Before we even started speaking, she sent me that on Instagram. Because I stitched her video earlier of saying two nobodies talking about a somebody. I stitched it and I said, Cece, you know who I am. And you still have an opportunity to speak for yourself. But she took that as a hit to where she would have to DM me on Instagram. So let's go ahead and continue with open eyes and open ears as we listen to Josiah speak his side for real. Because as you can see, just for him to speak on his own and come on my platform, that hit her. I wonder why. So Josiah, on to the next question, right? I see why y'all broke up, right? It's very clear why y'all broke up. It was a toxic situation where you were not being valued as a man and what you put forth towards this relationship. Can you tell me why she keeps going with this story of the DV? I need to know what happened there because you spoke to me, you told me, but I feel like the people need to know for real because the story keeps getting shifted and put all over the place. Meanwhile, you have kept the same line of events since the first time I spoke to you. Absolutely. So if you can explain that, I think that would be good to hear.
Absolutely. So there's absolutely, and okay.
And take your time. I know this is not easy, but this is the safest place you could be to have this conversation on this platform at this moment. You know?
There was, and I want you guys to look in my face when I say this. There was absolutely no DV in that relationship at all. What she is trying to blow up, and if you notice, she has absolutely no other receipt except for one situation that she caused. So let's take a trip down memory lane since she wants to act like she forgot, right? Mm-hmm. March 19th, my 30th birthday, right? We can never forget that, huh? Which she ruined, right? And this is actually the whole issue that caused the issue. On my birthday, she did absolutely nothing, right? And it's not about the money, right? And mind you, she had the money to be able to do it the week before, but she blew it on absolutely nothing. Nonsense. She didn't even plan. She wasn't strategic. I didn't ask her for anything from that last check that she got from Bloom because I knew it was her last check and I knew she wasn't getting paid from TikTok and I didn't want to put her in an awkward situation to not have any money for my birthday. So I allowed her to keep the whole thing. March 19th, my birthday. As we all remember, the 18th, I was on live drinking, and she came in with what? Basket, the smallest bottle of Henny that you could buy, some gummies, and a card. I was grateful. Okay, you did cool. But in my head, I knew that I put that test in place because through this whole relationship, it's been giving, and she's taking. Like she's projecting right now. Everything she's saying, I did for her, right? So I put a test in place to see, are you going to do anything? And the month before, let's clock that, was her birthday, okay? And Zayden's, and Valentine's Day. So we got February 12th. When's her birthday? Valentine's Day is February 14th. Zayden's birthday is February 16th. Clock
That's
that.
back to back to back.
Write that in your receipts. Make sure you write that in your receipts because that's going to be important. Everybody write that down. Jot it down. Jot it down. You like receipts? Jot it down because I'm coming with the receipts for that too. Jot it down. Don't forget. Because the receipt for what she did for my birthday was all over the internet. Mm-hmm. I was so embarrassed I couldn't even tell other people what she did for my birthday. People were like, how was your birthday? Left people on scene. I left my friends on scene because I was too embarrassed to even, to my homeboys, because they have actual real partners that are actually doing real things for them. A real relationship, you know? So we go to sleep. The next day's my birthday. We wake up. She doesn't cook no breakfast. She don't get dressed. She don't get pretty. She's not even in a good mood. Shit, at the least she could do is suck a nigga off. I mean, excuse my language, but something. Chat, y'all remember who was in front of y'all on their birthday? Drinking. Early as hell. Y'all not gonna tell me that y'all don't remember. Lexi, I know you remember. I know you was in that junk. Drinking. So then, somebody that's very close to me that I've known since I was 18 years old, when I dressed like a fucking girl still, and I was still dating men. 18 years old. Clock that T, I'm 30 years old now. Somebody's father, her father, she shared with me, sent me a gift for my birthday, right? Mind you, this girl's already mad, just going around the house doing absolutely nothing. So I have no choice but to get on live. And remember, y'all sent me, remember what she said? Oh, Josiah will take a shot, or we'll take a shot if y'all send Josiah Venmo, because she didn't have no money. And I didn't have no money because I had to catch up on the bills the month before because I fell behind spoiling her ass and Zayden and Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. And I got the receipts for that, since y'all like the receipts, huh? Mm-hmm. So for my birthday, I sacrificed my check and had to catch up on other things. Mm-hmm. While she did nothing, right? Mm-hmm. So my sister, somebody who's like my sister, sent me a gift, right? Mm-hmm. That sister title is earned. I've known her since 18. We've always been, I know her whole entire family. I've slept in her home when I was homeless. She's fed me when I was homeless. She's been in the hospital when I went through one of the most traumatic things in my life. Mm-hmm. You're not going to sit here and tell me that's a fake sister. Yeah, and that's on a whole recording.
Wow. So the insecurities came out with your close friends too.
Oh yeah, I had to cut off.
It wasn't just outside people.
Did you get to hear those recordings before you got on?
No, nope, because I was responding to her video, and then I got this, you know, we can listen to them though. You already know that.
Yeah, wait till you hear them. So she got me a nice gift. Mm-hmm. She sent it, right? Mm-hmm. In turn, you know who gets angry? Cece. Then she starts crying, right? And I'm a very observant person, because I'm like, what type of behavior is going on here? Like, what in the actual hell? Like, it's my birthday. You didn't do nothing for me, and you're crying in front of my face, and now I have to give you pity. Like, and I literally said that to her. I'm trying to hide it. I feel bad. I couldn't do anything. And in my head the whole time, I'm like, you could have done something. But I'm not somebody that throw things in people's face. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what did I do for my birthday, chat? I went out with Twin. Y'all forgot? And you know who paid? And you know who knew I didn't have no money before I went out? And I'm pretty sure, chat, y'all knew because I was very vocal. I'm very transparent about my life. I'm not an influencer. I'm a regular human being. I struggle, yes. My bank account goes in negative, yes. I have nothing to sit here and try to flex. Am I still working on my shit? Yeah. But did I earn every single thing that I got right now? Oh, absolutely, because I had absolutely nothing at one point in time. Nothing. Nothing was handed to me. Nothing. I know I'm 30, but y'all don't know my story.
And chat, I do want to say, as you see the live skipping, please keep tapping the screen, chat. We are getting mass reported. So to combat mass reporting, I need y'all to tap the screen in the comments. Just keep tapping, 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 tapping. Okay. Mods, please send reminder chats in the chat while we're speaking. So Josiah, another thing, right, is on your 30th, on this birthday, something happened to where she keeps dragging it out.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just going through the channel of events so you guys can really understand like what I was dealing with and what the end result was, and you let me know if I really dealt it. So I went out with Twin. I'm belligerently drunk, right? I'm texting people, I'm venting because she didn't do anything. It's my 30th birthday. Your 30th and the month before, the amount of money that I spent on them for their birthday is crazy, which it was my pleasure to do that. But to have someone not even cook a meal for you, I'm not saying go spend a whole bunch of money. You could have cooked some food. You could have gotten a mirror and got pretty. You know what I'm saying? All right, baby, I ain't got no money, but you know what I'm saying? We could, I don't even know, like something. So it could have been something small. It didn't even have to be something big. I'm not saying go do something extraordinary, but at least getting pretty is the least that you.
Some effort.
Bro, getting pretty is the least that you could do. So I came home, I laid down, went to sleep. Well, no, we tried to have, an encounter, but I was so intoxicated, I fell asleep. So Miss Insecurity Delulu decided to what? Pick up my phone, read half a conversation, not even understand it fully, turn, and that's how I woke up. When I woke up, I grabbed her, choked her. Yes, I did do that. Yes. What the hell would you do? What the hell would you do? I'm asleep, drunk.
And I can appreciate that since the beginning that you've told me this story, you've always taken accountability for your reaction.
Yes, absolutely. I'm not saying that it's right. I'm not saying I'm proud of it. And what's crazy too, right, is she's trying to be like, oh, and you cried for days. I did. Because that's not the type of behavior that I display. I left the house and sat in the car and talked to my friend Rowan, who has an Android, by the way, and cried. When I tell you cried, I spent 2 hours in the car crying. How I be a woman and I'm raising a little boy to respect his mother and to respect women. How I'm beating women and she's inviting me over there to go fight her. How I'm beating on her and she telling y'all, that nigga know about shit, he know about shit. How I'm beating on her and I've been humiliated, lied on, slandered. My privacy has been exposed. My address is leaked. I'm a trans man. Nobody's taking that into consideration. Oh, because Josiah sent some flirty text messages. Cece's warranted to just go on this crazy, erratic behavior.
Absolutely. And was this event the event that solidified to you that it was not working anymore? Or what was
this
it?
Was back in March. This was
in March?
Yes, March 19th. March 19th.
You still tried to stay.
Yes. Y'all don't understand. That girl got a nasty attitude. I work from home. She was in such a deep depression over her TikTok because and again, ask her for her analytics, and any other influencer that she talked to in that time knows that her TikTok was literally going to shit. So if her main income is what? Really think about this, people. If her main income is TikTok and TikTok only pays off of views and you're not going, really think about it. Fix your brains, chat. And really think about it. You're not going viral. Mm-hmm. You're barely making content. What money are you making? Brand deals are not messing with you. Bloom just dropped you off. Bloom, she had Bloom. Bloom paid that money. You know when y'all saw them Bloom videos?
And then she got dropped.
Embarrassed in them motherfucking restaurants.
And why, if she had such a good deal that was working good for her, it was helping with the bills, it was making her some money, how did she lose that brand ambassadorship? Oh, wow.
Want to air all my tea, right? And they about to drop her again. She wrote them begging to get her back. But they about to drop her again because I wrote them and let them know the type of behavior she was displaying online. Are you crazy? You want to talk about how I'm not street, I'm not this. Exactly. I work at a corporate office. You don't think I know how to type up a nice professional email? Baby. Mm-hmm. Baby. If I'm not a street nigga, I'm not a dumb nigga. What that make me, baby? A smart nigga.
Mm-hmm. Period.
You forgot you was just bragging about how I read books. Mm-hmm. You forgot that post where I was in the pool. I know she's watching, so I'm talking directly at her. Mm-hmm. You forgot that?
Absolutely.
You forgot I was the one in here teaching you how to preheat an oven. Oh, you forgot that.
And okay, so to bring it back again, right?
Yes.
Your birthday happens, that event happens, you're still trying. What was the event that broke the camel's back that you were like, nah, I'm done. I am breaking up with you? Because she keeps saying it's her.
No, okay. So May, as y'all know, my car got repoed. Okay. Mm-hmm. I have literal receipts. Matter of fact, let me pull it right now. I'm just gonna pull it right now. Just pull it. So y'all know I'm not playing around because I'm not playing. Just go with her invisible payments. She has these invisible payments. That was another issue. She's like, yeah, I got these brand deals are coming in. The payments never come. Then you know what happens? Josiah has to wait another 2 weeks to get paid and then pay whatever she was supposed to pay toward the rent plus the late fees. But he ain't gonna tell y'all that though, huh? Just embarrass Josiah. Josiah ain't doing nothing, huh? Okay.
And Vicky does have it, so she can green screen it if we need.
Oh yes, Vicky can.
Okay, wait. What you see?
With the where she's like, oh, I have this payment coming in. I have this payment.
Oh yeah,
coming
yes. I have that. Okay, give me a second.
Okay.
One second, chat. Please, everybody, keep tapping the screen. We are absolutely getting mass reported right now. Everyone, tap the screen, please. Tap the screen. Tap the screen.
This one?
Yup. Miss, I'm balling. Like I promised you, this is the last time. What?
So everybody take a second and actually read this. Okay. This is the energy she's giving him while he is actually working on trying to figure things out for the three of them. Because when it was him by himself, this was handled. He works a corporate job. Everything was fine. Everything was good. But when you add two new people to the same paycheck, becomes a little harder, especially if your partner is this. So as much as she just wanted to message me talking about she's influencing and that's what I want to be, baby, I'm not this down bad. I'm not. Bad.
She might be up now because
I'm working on it. I'm working on where I'm at. I don't have 2 million. I have 100,000. I'm working to where I need to go. So I have no shame in where I'm at, and I have no shame in where I will be because when I get there, I damn sure won't be struggling like you.
And you got some influence because you saw me. I'm in your DMs. Phoenix, please help me. I watch you on a daily basis. She know exactly who you are.
As much as she wants to tell me, I came to you looking for an opportunity. Nope. You came to me.
I came to her begging, actually. Begging, multiple times, begging her. Because I know how she is. I knew I had the receipts. I knew I was telling the truth.
He knew he had the proof. He had nothing to hide. So as y'all can see from the receipt that we just showed, is that giving?
This is another one. That was the beginning. That was the first one. I showed the second one by accident.
Never happened. Where's the podcast episode? Never happened. The $3,500 invisible. She wanna be. She don't wanna be. She like the girls on here that she hate on. She wanna be them and get brand deals like y'all. I don't like that girl because she don't even know her. Never met her from a cane of pain.
Oh, she's one of those girls.
Oh yeah, she's not a girl's girl.
Now I understand the DM I got because I seen her name float across my screen.
Did I not say this was didn't I say it was gonna happen? I said she was gonna do this. Look how she would react in the comment sections. Look how she would react on lives when girls would even give me compliments. Like, you really gonna cute? What you mean? It's not that serious. When niggas is down your throat, she do look good as long as you keep it respectful. You don't need to talk to her like she a piece of. You know what I'm saying? Don't holler at her, call her beautiful, be a gentleman, and keep it like that. But you don't need to say no other extra stuff. But she got some.
So these kind of screenshots, or okay, I got distracted. So when it comes down to what was the camera that broke, that you had to leave, because she keeps saying she left you. But
so in the month of May, clock it right. I left before. I left for a few days before Mother's Day. I came back on Mother's Day, right? When I came back on Mother's Day, I even argued on Mother's Day too, actually. But I was at Twins' house for a few days, came back on Mother's Day. My car, everything. Let's clock the tea on how y'all talking about the photo shoot and talking shit, right? About how I got a photo shoot. She was supposed to be helping me with all those other payments. I invested in a photo shoot for my business because that brings in money. So I was trying to market my business properly, and I thought it would bring back the money easily, right? That makes sense. What do you mean? Hello? So she promised me that she was going to be there and have those payments. So I invested into that photo shoot. That was a conversation that we had actually set in place. My car was already past due. It was already past due. She was supposed to have that payment before my car even got repoed. And y'all want to be like, oh, Josiah, wasn't his car repoed? It was. I told y'all that. Remember, I was on here on live battling. Why wasn't your queen that has all the clout on here battling? Why was I? I ain't got no clout, right? I ain't got no money, right? Or no motion. So if you got all the motion, why was you sitting on the couch? Why eviction letters in May? Why did my car get repoed? You got all this money, and I'm broke. I'm broke, but I'm the one that paid in May. I paid the rent still in May, right after your ass left. The rent still in May, and paid to go get my car from the repo man. And you know what's so embarrassing? When I went to go get my car from the repo man, he said, hey, ain't you that guy on Instagram? Ain't you that guy? Embarrassing. It is me. Hey, can you go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead and get the car, please. Hurry up. Lord.
I'm not embarrassing shit like that. Okay, I didn't expect, because I'm a normal human. I don't expect that to happen. Like, who, you, me? Who? Him? That guy's on Instagram. Me? I don't know. Like, I get awkward because I work. Like, I don't know how to do this social media stuff.
Right.
So things are falling apart, right? Now, let's get into the tea. She's not doing anything. I'm the only one trying to work my 9 to 5. Y'all can tell it. I was also getting on live battling. So I'm working 10 plus hours, got off, I'm cooking and battling. Y'all can literally say it in the chat that usually is in my chat. I was literally doing that all May. Telling y'all, I know I don't usually battle, but I need y'all help. I'm sorry. I need y'all help. If you can help me and send me anything, I'm very grateful. I just need help. I can't pay the rent and pay for my car because I knew I couldn't rely on her. So I had to come on here. I had to come on here. So, Miss, I got all this influence. Why wasn't you on here asking, Poom Poom smell like a rose, screaming at people? You got all this influence. You making all this money on TikTok. TikTok came out on the 15th. Why is my car repoed, and why are we thinking about how we gonna pay the rent? But you got all this money, and I'm a bum. But I'm the one that figured out all the problems. Even your problems. Even the one where you was about to be sleeping outside. Who came? Big Daddy. Try to ever play with me like that, like I'm some type of bum. So I, since you all know, had to stoop down, right? Because Instagram is a wonderful place. What y'all don't know is there's a lot of fetishes over trans men, right? I had to accept a proposition in my DM of selling some beautiful, nice photos, as you all saw, circulating all over the internet. My face wasn't in it. I don't even think my tattoos were in it. Like, I was very strategic. I was very open with the person on why I was doing it. Yes, it was a man, but did he pay? Yeah. Did I sleep with him? No. Who gives a damn? He solved my problem. He wasn't helping me with. And the only reason I didn't tell her is because I was ashamed. I don't do that. I've never had to do that in my life. Now I don't give a damn. Now y'all shit. Y'all like, oh, well, you haven't. I opened it because she was blackmailing me also behind the scenes, but we'll talk about that later. It wasn't that I had it already. No, it's that I had no choice because it wasn't only me in here. It was her, and there was also a little boy.
Yep.
And what am I going to do? The car's gone. About to get the rent, nowhere to be found.
To me, this is a situation where you stepped up as a man. You did
No,
something
100%.
you would have
And
never
that's
done, something that you were forced to do. You were stuffed into a corner. You were placed in a position where, am I going to be homeless and put this little boy and my girl on the street, or am I going to figure it out in this quick moment real quick?
And
that's
I
what you
didn't
did.
want to also ask her and make her have to degrade herself as a woman. So I put myself in that position, and I also hid it from her because she knows my morals. She knows how I carry myself. She knows that I don't do things like that. And I didn't want her to feel bad. So I hid it. Is it wrong that I hid it? Absolutely. Should I have been man enough to tell her and just sucked it up? Absolutely. But it wasn't like I was out here there's not one woman that can tell you right now that they have a picture of anything. Well, maybe now. But prior to all of this,
Right.
what would y'all have done? And he paid what I needed. She out here as a weapon against my sexuality. A problem that we had and I had to solve, and now I'm all of a sudden liking men, and she's been all this wild Delulu shit. What?
I did see there were times that she tried to say the reason she broke up with you is due to cheating with men. What was the real reason? Can you give us the real reason as to why you, Josiah, broke up with her? Because she's spinning stories and making shit up. I don't know where to go, but I know you're not gonna lie.
Men. Right? And mind you, let me hit on the cheating too, right? Because this girl, and my sister can attest for this. I wish it's on sub only, so I don't know if she can write. This girl would literally pick up my phone. I got to the point where I had to take access off from her, right? Because she became so obsessed with going through my phone, even when I was asleep, reading even me and my sister's conversation. Me and my sister, like my actual sister, like not her, the fake sister that she tries to say. That's weird. When I'm knocked out, that's weird. And she never finds nothing. You never find nothing. So there was a point in time where she kept going through my phone. One time I sped my chair up. I said, baby, you've gone through my phone about like 3 times an hour, and you haven't found nothing. And you've gone through it off guard. If you think I was cheating on you, it would be right there. I'm sitting here typing and shit. You doing your own thing. You constantly going through my phone, going through my phone. It got so bad, I literally at one point in time, and this is wrong to say, and I don't even care to admit that I told her this. I said, you accuse me so much of cheating, it makes me want to cheat on you. It makes me want to go find someone and cheat on you, because there was no women. Before she put all this on the internet, my DMs were dry. I could show receipts for that too. They were dry. It was all trans men in my DMs. That's it.
Support. Support group, friends,
asking me question. Yes, that's it. My comments, there was barely any women in there. My chat, there was barely any women even acting up in there. So she was just like Delulu. Like I had to cut off all my friends, and it just got too much. I'm trying to find solutions for everything. I'm pouring into her. I ran out of water in my cup. This was the last straw. I fell asleep, and she went through my phone again. And what makes this horrible is that I told her that she lost access to my phone. I told her it's a privilege to have access to your partner's phone.
Yep.
If you have not found anything and you've gone through it a fucking 1,000 times, because that's annoying. Do you know how annoying it is when you're really not doing nothing and someone's like,
right,
I'm about to go do something in a minute now. I'm about to go slide me into something. Give me a new.
Right.
I'm cheating, but I've been alone this whole time. I've been on live. I've been working. I could barely go outside and show my face because I'm fucking embarrassed. Who even knows? What?
Exactly.
I can barely go to the gym because I have people I see every day at the gym, and I don't know if they've seen me on social media. So I'm in the gym trying to like
navigate without, yeah. And that makes your life harder.
What? So she went through my phone again, right? And you know how I know is she woke me up in the middle of the night. And I'm gonna give you all the straight raw tea. She goes, Josiah, you're sending to people. Mind you, I don't even know that she went through my phone, right? I only did it one time, so I know where it went and I know how to easily backtrack it, right? And I'm like, what? No. Like, I lied. I'm not gonna lie. I lied again because what? I'm embarrassed. I'm gonna tell you, yeah, and I'm a trans man. Yeah, I had to, you know what I'm saying, real quick. Yeah, here, just look at it real quick. What?
Absolutely.
What? I'm like a nigga for real. Like that shit was mad uncomfortable. Like even with my spike, it's not even me. It's me with the damn and smashing it. It's not me selling that. No, it's me. Go look at the Twitter.
Right.
So I'm like, no. So then she pull out her phone. Boom. With the picture. And I know the exact picture, right? And I'm half asleep and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh no. So I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. She's like, that's your shit. I know that's your shit. I know it is. And I'm like, because she always want that shit, man. So she was right. So I'm trying to play it off. And then she starts to go with like an elaborate story. She say a woman sent it to her. Right? So I'm like, what? Because now I'm getting concerned because I'm like, did this transaction that I did
go elsewhere?
Yes. So I'm like, what are you talking about? Who? She's like, they just DM'd it to me. So I'm like, all right, well, let me see the receipt. So I grabbed her phone. There's nobody there. There's no girl there that DM'd her nothing. And I'm like, where is it? She's like, she must have deleted her profile. I said, well, when you delete your profile on Instagram, it goes, it's still there. It just, the bubble goes away. Your conversation is still there. It doesn't go, the conversation doesn't delete.
Yep.
So there's nothing there. So I'm scrambling, thinking in my head, because I'm like, oh my God, like this got leaked. And she's, so I'm like, I'm over. And then I pick up my phone and I'm like, well, I need to text this nigga. Like, did you? So I text late at night. This was a business transaction to me. You know, this is very unprofessional in my eyes. Whatever y'all think it is, in my eyes, it's very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. So I tell him like, hey, yo, like, I can't believe you did that to me. Like, I trusted you. I told you what my circumstances was. I was very transparent because, again, I don't do this.
Right.
I was very vulnerable in that situation with that person. So regardless, like, I'm like, oh my God, like, I didn't even know. And he go, what are you talking about?
It wasn't him.
So I'm like, and mind you, he a cool dude. Like, he cool as fuck. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, so I just bothered this man. And I didn't even really come disrespectful, but I was a little disrespectful because I'm accusing you at a horrible hour of the night. And he have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. So I'm looking at him like, what are you even? So I rolled over, I'll go to bed. I'm like, I don't know how she even got in my phone because she didn't have the code. And that's what I was going to say.
The access was already gone.
Thing is like, did you take my phone when I was sleeping and just go like that or something? I don't know. I'm old, you know, and I be knocked out when I'm asleep. I be knocked out. And yes, I had it in my hidden role. I did, and I should have deleted it, but I forgot. I was doing so much. I was trying to work. I was trying to do the damn shit in here. Like I was doing so much stuff, and she just here. I'm doing my business. I'm trying to get these sales. What do you mean? You could just get on TikTok live. What do you mean? How do I know that? And I'm not even an influencer.
Right. Absolutely. Especially with that big of a platform where people seem active. I don't know about the analytics.
No, and at that time, mind you, let's plot this T. For over our whole relationship, she was at 1.9 million and 1.9 mil. Her followers didn't go up until she started the storyline. Clock that T. Clock that T. Clock that T.
Really?
Yeah, she even made a whole story. Yes,
Is
I
this
she
why
cried about that
she
too.
keeps dragging it? Because people keep saying
Yes.
Josiah's talking about it. Josiah's talking
No.
about it. But if you think about it, Cece makes a video jabbing at you every single day. Every single day. Something to have to do with my last nigga, my ex,
And
like
it's
it's
all
always
lies.
about you.
All lies. All lies too. All lies.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
the next morning I wake up
Mhm.
and she keeps saying, I realized that she blocked my side pieces. So,
Mm.
no, I realized that you blocked my actual friends.
Keep
My
tapping.
actual real life, literal friends you blocked.
Mm-hmm.
So I woke her up and I said, hey, yo, what I told you about going through my phone when I'm asleep. Because I was, before all this happened and before I revoked access to my shit,
Mm-hmm.
she had access whenever. I'll give her the phone. You could pick it up whenever. As you could told you, she would pick my shit up like 3 times a day.
Right. Because you had nothing to
So
hide.
exactly. But when it got overbearing and too much, because I don't pick her phone up. I don't have the mental capacity to go through your phone and try to figure out what the fuck y'all are talking about. I don't got time. Who's this? Who's that? Which one are you? Who are you? I don't give a damn. If you're cheating, then you cheated, and I guess we're gonna have to go ahead and move on.
Right.
I don't got time to be doing all that investigating, looking at. No, I'm not playing fucking Inspector Gadget. No, keep your fucking phone. I'm gonna keep my phone. So she became obsessive over the damn phone. So obsessive. So I told her, I said, you went through my phone, you blocked people, and if you really must know about what those pictures that you found in my phone, I sold them to keep a roof over our head. How do you think that last shit got paid? And I didn't get paid for another 2 weeks, baby. And you didn't have no income coming in. How do you think these things were getting paid? Not to mention in the month of May, I had to take my car to the dealership also and pay to get it fixed, which was $400 because the check engine light come on. And I take very good care of my car. I don't
What
play
kind of
about
car you got?
It's only a 2020 Kia. It's only Kia Rio S. But I've had it for a long time. I've been investing in it a long time.
Yeah.
And also,
So you
let's
take care
also
of your
clock
car.
this T. Let me clock this T also. I'm not the only name on that. My ex, her name is also on that car, and we don't even communicate. So when that shit got repoed, I had to contact her. She's in a whole nother probably situation. I'm here emailing her. Hey, I know a cuss out is warranted because she's a woman. She got her shit together. She got her shit together. I'm like, I know that this cuss out might be a little warranted, but if you can give me about 1 or 2 business days before you cuss me out, the car got repoed. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna have the money on this day. Now she was very nice about it, and what's crazy is that she extended a helping hand more than this girl did. And how is that? And you supposed to be
I was not expecting that because
me either.
the way you addressed her is like you knew she was finna, she was finna be upset.
Because she's very about her shit, and
But
credit.
she did better.
Yes, and credit on with your credit repo on your car credit, and she got good credit. So for me to go in, and she ain't got nothing to do with that car, and she in turn really could come take that car at any point in time. She's being a genuine human being by allowing me to keep the car and make payments because I've always made the payments on the car, and we had that agreement. You see the maturity, you see the difference between a grown woman and a little girl. So I told her, I said, you know what? If you must know about the pictures, I did that. She starts going off, right? The same that the night before, right? She was dragging me the night before, too. Before I even told her, and I let her. She's like, you're dirty, you're disgusting. So what are you? Just out here fucking hoes? You just out here sticking your... So did you meet up with them? Did you meet up with... And I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm half asleep. I'm like, yeah, yeah. Because I'm a calm nigga. I'm a calm... And half the time I'll be fried turkey. What the hell? What are we arguing about?
Right.
I'm not finna fight with you. Come on.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to argue for real. So I'm half asleep, letting her do it, whatever. Then the next day I tell her. Then she goes off because she knows exactly where those pictures went. She knows.
Right.
And I even offered to show her receipts. I said, I can show you the Cash App, everything. I can show you. But for privacy reasons, I'm not going to pull that and put that up here. Bro, so I broke up with her in that actual moment, right? And she said, "Oh, don't worry, I'm about to leave anyway. I don't care. I don't care about you. I don't care." I broke up with her. In turn, this beautiful little boy that was living in this home, the little angel that was here, and I'm going to refer to him as that, he started summer school that Monday coming up. So I told her, mind you, her mental health was decreasing for months. The last, God knows how long. Y'all saw her weight. She lost all this weight because she's been depressed and hasn't been eating. Don't blame me. I'm in shape. And you are losing weight and look like you're sick. And I go to the gym every day. I invested into it. We'll get into that because this shit is long as hell. It's fucking what is this? What is it that a novella that y'all say?
A novella.
Yeah, this is what the fuck this is on fucking TikTok. How embarrassing. Except for me, this is embarrassing.
You know what? This is not embarrassing because you're getting it all done in one. Meanwhile, she's made videos, she's made YouTube videos, she's made the ha he he's trying to, attack you and all these different things. You're getting it done in a professional setting all at once with receipts to back up everything you're saying. Period. So at the end of the day, I feel like you're doing what needs to be done. And y'all, as y'all can see, the live is still skipping a little bit. Y'all need to keep tapping the screen, please, okay? Because if we're getting mass reported, the only way to combat that is by tapping the screen. Because we are not allowing Josiah to be silenced today, period. And if anything happens to this live, we're going straight over to the favorited app. That is the second link in my Linktree bio. Use that link to download the app, okay? Josiah, go ahead. So once you broke up with her, she acting like she don't care. She's like, I don't care, I'm leaving. Like, I don't want to be here, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
You're basically your son. I'm going to say he's your son because y'all look alike. He was your boy. You could tell the love was there. The family unit was there. What was his reaction to knowing that things were over? Did he kind of feel it? Because he's young, right?
He's very smart. That little boy, I love him. Like, y'all have no idea how she used him against me because she knows that I love him. But anyway, when that all happened, he was asleep. Knocked out asleep. He was never, even the situation that happened on my birthday, it was late at night. He was asleep. He has a bedtime, even on the weekend. I don't play that shit. Okay? On the weekdays, you out of bedtime, you going to bed because you need to make sure, even on summer, you're not having, no, you need to have structure.
Getting off schedule.
Yeah, you're a child. You have to have structure. So I walked in and out of the house a few times, right? As she's packing her stuff, because I hate experiencing breakups. When the packing of the stuff, mind you, this was May 31st. And let me just show you one receipt first. One quick receipt. Let me see. Is it in here? Is it in here? Right here it is.
Thank y'all for still tapping the screen. If y'all are not following Josiah, make sure you do, because after this, he's getting back to the real content. The cooking, the gym, all of the stuff that he wants to do and got on this platform to do, he's getting back to that. So all 2.4 of y'all, please make sure you follow Josiah. If you're not already following, please do. Okay? Because after we bash, or not even bash, but after we get through the content, the real shit, the receipts, I want to support who Josiah is. Not the breakup, not the Cece affiliation. Let's get back to Josiah and who he is, okay? He loves going to the gym. He loves cooking. He loves being a normal person who doesn't have this whole huge background behind him, okay? So let's support that, and let's be real about that, okay? So please keep tapping the screen. Please make sure you follow him and interact with the chat, because we are trying to get to the bottom of what's real and not just what's a clout move to get your followers up and your views up because you've been down bad for a couple months. Okay.
Real bad. You heard me.
Yeah. And I appreciate everybody who came, because this was highly anticipated conversation, and I appreciate everybody who's here. I appreciate anybody who's recently followed me or recently just checked up to be like, hey, what's the time of this interview? I can tell that y'all actually appreciate this kind of content where people get to speak for themselves. So I definitely want to bring more of this versus all the bullshit that comes with my name sometimes. Okay, so let's get back to the real shit, just like we're doing here today.
Where did Vicky go?
Vicky, are you still here?
She is still here. Right here. May.
Let me put you back.
There's some spicy stuff in here too. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Y'all can't see that for free now.
I'm back.
Are you back? All right, cool. So, peep this though. Look at the date on this picture. May 31st. And whose stuff is that? Whose stuff is that? What she
Miss
said we broke
Cece.
up? May 28th? 29th or something? She left me on May 29th. No, she left on May 31st because I dumped that ass.
Ooh.
Pack them bags, you gotta go. No, not to be rude. Sorry, that was a little rude.
No, I mean, so again, the tea is you broke up with her.
Yep.
She decided to give the nonchalant, like, I don't really care.
Mind you,
Mm-hmm.
let's clock this tea. Yes, she did give me $500 towards the rent in May. She did. She absolutely did. But in turn, when we broke up, knowing that that's all she gave me for that whole month, came and tried to ask me for it back. And I said, she said, do you still have it? And I literally told her, I said, no, I don't.
It went to rent.
But it was still in my PayPal. It was because I didn't have the full amount. So it was just sitting in my PayPal. And I was like, I don't have it, right? She asked me once. And mind you, I'm sitting here working while all this is happening. I'm sitting here working.
Because you do work from home, right?
Yes, I work. Yeah, and I work Monday through Friday, 40 plus hours a week. I'm actually about to work tomorrow. I'm about to clock in for some extra hours. I'm such a bum, nigga, a bum. Bro. So she come back to me. She go, are you sure you didn't put it on a rent already? Because I need to get an Uber. And I'm like, okay. And my sister I'm pretty sure there's a receipt where me and my sister about how let me see. I'm pretty sure there's a receipt how me and my sister are talking and we're literally talking about it. Look. Tell her to get, my sister is so funny.
Vicky, do you have that receipt for green
No,
screen?
look. Right here. This is my sister.
Oh, 'cause it's
Right?
backwards.
This can't be made up.
It's backwards. We can't really see
Oh,
that.
fuck.
Vicky, do you have that message?
She should. Here, I'll send it to you right now.
I'm checking right now because I see there's a lot of messages that I have from his sister, to be honest with you. So
Here, I got you right now. I'm sending it right to you
Okay.
directly.
Not a problem. Perfect. Okay, I got it. Perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna put it on here, right here.
Thank you, y'all. We are almost to 1 million taps. I appreciate y'all. That's why we're able to still be up for over an hour, because y'all are doing that work of tapping the screen. So thank you. So y'all read this conversation between Josiah and his sister. Okay.
Look, oh, and this one's real important right here.
I have a feeling she will and try to make hell for you once you stand there. Sorry. Wow.
Okay, and hold on, I have another one.
This is in the moment, literally in the moment.
Mm-hmm. And your sister is even concerned for your work life, because as she's packing up and trying to leave, you're still having the clock. You're on the clock working. So it would make sense for her to try to prolong it and make it be annoying and da-da-da while you're trying to work. All her volume's now tired to get what she needs. And if she needs any more, like today and like this morning, yes, honestly. Mm-hmm. He's going to miss me. Oh, you can't live like this anymore. I think this opportunity was given for a reason. To the part where she will let him see you. That's terrible.
So again, another reason I prolonged the relationship and tried to work through it, he was attached to me and he was used to a family dynamic, and I grew up not with the most functional family.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want him to go through that, and I also made him a promise that I would never hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
His reaction to it is I didn't even know he knew, right? And I even asked her, I said, what did you tell him? She said, oh, I just told him, because she said she was going to her brother's house, right? That's not where she went. I didn't even know where she went, if I really must be honest. And clock this tea, when she asked me again for the rent money back for the second time, I sent her $100. Go ahead and pull that receipt, May 31st. I sent her $100 out of the $500 she sent me for rent, right? Mind you, that $500 was already used a little bit from the prior days of us still being together and needing money. So it was actually already down. So I was already down. And then I let myself get even worse down for her, right?
Mm-hmm.
As our breakup was happening, I told her, Zayden can stay here, but you need to go figure out your mental health for the sake of yourself and for the sake of him and for the sake of whatever we might.
Could
She
be.
decided to drag him with. She decided to drag him with. So whenever I had come back in the house at one point, he was crying. And I said, what did you tell him? Why is he crying? Because that was not my intention for him to know. He should not know. He's a child. He is a child. I have a traumatic childhood. So I am a firm believer that children should not see certain things, hear certain things, experience certain things, understand certain things. He didn't even know about my transition. Nothing. Like you are a child, stay in a child's place, act like a child, go play your games, let's learn memories, love. That's what you deserve, not what the adults got going on.
Yep.
So I go to him and because I'm very transparent with him, I would always ask him, how do you feel? How was your day? What is your emotions? It's to the point where this little boy would tell me every day, I'm happy. I said, boy, you happy every day. I said, you never angry or nothing. He said, Daddy, I'm mad when you have to work. I said, oh my. And he said every time, every single time. So I go to him and I'm like, well, what's wrong, buddy? Why are you crying? Because you need to still acknowledge his feelings. That is another human being, whether he is a little boy or an adult, his feelings matter, right? So I'm still trying to work. The conversation happened right here, actually, right here. I said, well, why are you crying? He just said, well, I'm just gonna miss you, which I was very confused because me and Mercedes always said, if we ever broke up, because if it would have, this conversation would have never happened, I would have never attached to that little boy.
Yep.
I would have let him rock out. You know, I would have played with him a little bit, and that's it. Our promise was I would always be his dad, and she would always say, you would still be my baby daddy. I'm pretty sure she's even said that on lives. You would still be my baby daddy, and you wouldn't be going nowhere. Okay? So I showed up for him 100%. 110%. Actually, probably more than I showed up for the relationship, and I still showed up for the relationship 100% in my eyes. In my eyes until I got tired.
Yeah.
So I asked him, he tells me he's going to miss me. The last thing I said to that little boy was, Zayden, I'm always going to be your dad. I'm not going to go nowhere. I said, what happens between your mother and I is your mother and I. I said, I've always told you this. I've always told you this because I didn't coach him to call me dad. I didn't coach him to do that. He did that naturally. So what is that to me as a man? I now owe you a duty to show up for you as a man and as your father because you are a child and that is how you look at me. And clearly I have done something to impact you and it would be very harmful for me not to fill that role for you because you chose me to do it. That's a child. He wasn't programmed to say that. He wasn't told.
Especially if it was naturally. It was naturally that he felt that way towards
Natural. I have videos from where he was calling me Josiah and then switched to dad.
Wow.
So for her to even sit there in that video too that she used for the DV and refer to me as Josiah, she's never done that. She's always referred to me as his dad for the last, I don't even know when he started calling me dad, but it's been a long time. So that whole video was sick. So I promised him that I would show up. I said, you're going to always have your room. I'm always going to be here. I'm going to be going to your school stuff. I'm going to be whatever you need. It's still going to be the same with you and me. She's using that little boy against me because she knows I love him and she knows that I'm not in love with her anymore. And that is the only way to hurt me. She can say whatever about me. But him, I've cried for him every single day that since she's left. I had to remove his stuff from the house because I mentally could not I mentally couldn't. You guys have to understand, first of all, I'm autistic, right? I went from being completely alone, not being a dad, not doing anything, to her moving in and showing up for him. Mind you, she is an absent parent half the time, not to be disrespectful, but that is a straight up fact. Why you think on the lives it was always daddy, 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 and never mommy, 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 mommy? And my friends in real life can attest for that. Can attest for that.
And I will say I restarted my favorited live again, and somebody came over here and said it's glitching on TikTok. Some of you guys cannot tap. So if you're still in the comments chat, please keep tapping. Please keep tapping because we are glitching. Our favorited live is already up and running, but we are not even halfway through what Josiah got to say. Because as y'all can see, Cece has been yapping for weeks. Okay? So however much time this takes, we gonna be here. So lock in, buckle up, get your snack, get your drink.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, because we're getting through it all. I want this to be an opportunity for you to get through it all. Because it's ridiculous how long this has gone where you have been shut down in silence. So if y'all are in the chat, please, the least you can do, make sure you follow Josiah. Download the second link in my bio. That is favorited. In case TikTok takes us down, we're going to favorited. Follow Josiah and keep tapping the screen. Please, 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 please. Josiah, so okay, let's fast forward a little to after she leaves, right?
Right.
It has been not fun, okay? Because his things are around, her things are still around. And there was a time where she was trying to say, I'm going to come over to get my stuff. I'm going to come over to get my stuff. What was it like when she finally left? Like, can we please get into that? Because I feel like
So when she left,
so many stories. Yeah.
bro, not even within. Oh my God. Okay, so that stuff that you saw in the picture she took.
Yeah.
She says in those lives that she took all Zayden's stuff. No, she didn't. All the shoes that I bought for that little boy was still here. All his clothes was still here. A majority of his stuff was still here. She took majority of her shit.
So what the hell was he gonna wear?
Girl. That
He
girl
gonna
don't
wear the
pay no
same
money
fit
to
and
that
the same
little boy.
shoes, but she
That
gonna be
girl,
fitted?
listen, no disrespect, and it was my pleasure, and I would do it for him right now if he needed it. I'll give him every cent in my bank account if he really needed it. That woman does not do anything for that little boy. My whole entire life adjusted and changed for him. Like, I had a routine. My routine, as y'all see, I did the same thing every day. Like, I got my routines thrown off to the point where, like, because I'm autistic, so, like, I do certain things every day a certain way and certain patterns and parking certain, like, I'm a little, like, I got a little thing to me or whatever. But anyway, my thing was go to the gym, right? Especially when Zayden was in school. Wake up early as hell, I go to the gym. Ensure that I left around 6:40 to make sure I was here by 7 a.m. because his mama not getting up to wake him up for school. Everybody can attest I was doing that shit. Y'all saw me on the live. Y'all saw that Cece was asleep. Y'all, there was some times where I would come live. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that. I know y'all saw that. Clock that T. I know some of y'all in that chat saw that.
That's her son.
So I would come.
She don't get up to take him to school.
Zayden is also autistic. So I can peep the behavior. So he needs structure and he's also a child. So he needs structure. So I got him into a routine. When I wake you up, you go use the bathroom, you brush your teeth. You come back, however you want to do this, you can either get dressed, make your bed. Either one. Pick which one you want. You know what I'm saying? When you complete both tasks, go ahead and put your shoes on. You come out here. Either I'm gonna do your hair or your mama gonna do your hair. Get your snack because he ate breakfast at school. He had to be out the door by 7:45.
Yeah.
To walk through the parking lot to the school. I was want to ensure every single day for the last year that little boy was on time to school. That little boy had the things that he needed for school. That little boy made sure that his hair was done for school because his mama wasn't doing it. She was prepared to let that little boy walk out the house with his hair crazy. I had to teach him the proper grooming because his mama don't know. As you can see, his mama don't do that. As y'all can see for the world, she walk around like that 24/7. Y'all see it in front of your face. What do you mean? I don't even have to show a receipt for that. It's right there. Bending over, rubbing the coochie. What are you doing?
Oh, God.
Baby, your son is going to see this one day. This is pathetic. Anyhow, let's get on to it. Let's get off of him because it's really gonna piss me off. But I offered for him to stay here because we had a real relationship. I showed up for him. I changed my whole life around for him. He was attached to me. Why are you thinking the video?
It was a good, healthy attachment too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he saw you as a figure that kept him in in routine, in line. He was comfortable. He
Listen,
loved you. You loved him.
you
Why would you take
understand?
that away from him?
And I have people that can attest to this, right? And I'm not bashing him because he's a child. He's the best kid I've ever met on this whole world. So let me make that very clear. I'm not saying anything bad about that little boy at all. I love that little boy. I would take a bullet for him. And that's what a lot of y'all don't understand. Oh, you was only his daddy for, okay, but y'all have to understand, I was the main parent showing up for him. He's attached to me, and that's a child. Why
There
y'all
was
not
a
seeing him as
video that I saw earlier
Yeah.
that she was in the doctor's office with him. He was sitting on the little doctor's table, and she said, trying to distract my son from the fact that his daddy is his favorite. And she was dancing. You know that one dance that you do trying to distract, blah, blah, blah. And she was dancing. She knows that her damn self. She made the content saying that. Everybody saw that you were his parent. You showed up. He had that connection with you. Nobody can take that away from you. And she can't clock that T because the T is clocked on your own page. Like, really? And that's not the only video. There's multiple videos of her clocking the T that you were his favorite parent, period. Period. As she said in that video, his daddy is his favorite.
And he's lit. If you've watched us on live, now granted, Zayden wasn't always in the live because he's a child, and I don't believe that child should be. But there's times where he comes to the camera, it was, can I have this, daddy? Can you do this? Daddy, can you do that? Can you, daddy? I swear to God, I'm not even capping. I swear to God. When that little boy came here to live with me, he was going to VPK cussing because he was learning that behavior from her little brothers. So I had to have a conversation. I didn't know how to step in because I'm like, I never dated somebody as a child or like that has a child, and I don't want to step on nobody's toes. But it got to the point that the teacher was calling her like, you need to come get your son. He's being bad again today.
Wait, how old is he?
Zayden is 6.
And he was cussing?
Yeah, he was in VPK. Yeah, cussing. And it's not his fault because it's what he was hearing and seeing. So it was understandable.
Where's the corrective action from the mama?
She was doing it, but it wasn't working, right? So I'm observant. I'm smart. I'm observant. And I'm like, he's missing the masculine. It's the masculinity. There's no masculinity. He's not taking her serious. He needs to have some type of like, he needs to be scared. There's no dominance. You know, he doesn't understand that, okay, if I make this decision, there is going to be a repercussion when I come home and I'm going to have to explain myself. He didn't understand any of that because nobody was explaining it to him. So he was just kind of like, I'm going to do whatever. And
ain't nothing going to happen. Whatever. Yeah.
So in turn, right, I look at her, I'm like, okay, she's having a hard time. She's real stressed out. Again, I found a solution to all her problems. I said, baby, I see you're stressed out. You know, I've never been a parent, but I'm pretty sure you just need a little bit of dominance. I can step in and I can help you. What did I do? I stepped in and helped. First, it started with light, explain to him what you're doing, and I was very serious. What you're doing is unacceptable behavior. You're not only disrespecting your mother, you're disrespecting your teacher. Not only just a teacher, that teacher is a woman, and then on top of that, you're going to grow up to be a man. If you're practicing this type of behavior now, what do you think you're going to display when you get older? So I coached him, right? I explained to him, made sure he understood what was going to happen. Right? The discipline also, what was going to happen if he chose to go to that school and not listen. Because you have now been corrected multiple times. If the discipline now has to escalate with the little on your butt, then that is just going to have to, that's just going to, what's going to have to happen because this behavior is alarming at the age that you are.
Yep.
It's extremely alarming. So you know who fixed that problem? To the point where the teacher called and said, I don't know what you guys did, but thank you so much. That little boy hasn't cussed since the day that I had to really let him know, like, bro, you cannot be cussing like this. I'm being very serious with your ass. Very serious. So she always walk around, why do you respect you more? Because I taught him. I made him understand. I loved him. I told him I loved him every day, that he was the best son every day, to the point where if you were to go walk, ask that little boy, what is something your dad told you every day? He would say that he loves me and that I'm the best son. I swear to God, because I believe that you need to pour into a child to build their confidence that comes from your parents. If you're not pouring in and uplifting, giving them that confidence, where's it coming from? The people that are being rude or maybe nice at school, the teachers that might pick and choose them as their favorite at school. It's supposed to start from home.
Mm-hmm.
So for all those of y'all that's like, oh, that's our son. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But why is nobody thinking about how he might feel?
Mm-hmm.
Why is nobody thinking about how y'all was like, oh, Josiah's the best dad? Even her little influencer friends talking all that shit. Should I drop the names? Maribel, Carlos. Maribel was
It's
doing
funny
a whole lot of
how
talking on that live. Y'all don't even have the facts. You didn't even hit me up. We did live battles together. You literally saw me battling to try to get money for my car, and you really took that and ran. You didn't even give a nigga a chance. So you was just smiling in my face for what? Battles? That fake influencer stuff, huh? Same to you, Carlos. You literally been on the phone for her for hours talking about how I'm such a good dad, and you want to clown with her and make up text message receipts and all that other. Nah, fuck you. Y'all fake. Y'all fake. Y'all fake. That's that fake influencer shit. That fake influencer shit right there. Y'all literally heard and saw me. Sick Delulus. Running behind each other for numbers and views. Slandering another person for number and views. That live I saw with Cece and Maribel was disgusting. You guys both should be actually honestly ashamed of yourself. To be honestly even in the community and to be talking about someone's sexuality and not even be right, but to down them, even if I did hypothetically like men, why are you guys downing me for that and you're in the community? Huh? What? How that make any sense? But if somebody say some crazy shit to you, you gonna pop off. But what are you doing to me? Weird. Fake influencer shit. Saying things out your mouth for money, views, just yapping. Fake, not authentic. If you have influence, you should be authentic. You should be something.
And you know what's crazy? That's a good segue, right? Because she was popping shit, big shit, outside the courthouse, talking about it got dismissed. Can we talk about why it got dismissed? Can we talk about why that was the outcome? And let's spit the facts. Because one thing about it, she's outside the courthouse popping big shit, but the reason of why it got dismissed is not true and real as to what she's speaking on. Okay?
So, yeah, let's clap this tea, right? So let me tell y'all something. I had to go to the courthouse not once, but twice to do this, right? Because the police wouldn't help me when it was all going on, right? And I was in distress. You have to understand, this woman was already blackmailing me behind the scenes, right? The first blackmail was for y'all to see on social media. Then, behind the scenes, she's sending me the pictures talking about some I made you, tomato, tomato, tomato. The first day that I went to the courthouse, and I sure did, right? I sure did. You want to see what I wrote for the judge? Since I'm lying, right? But this is for a judge. Are you dumb? You can't lie on something like this. If I would have got caught lying on something like this, what is that? What is that? That is called something. What?
That's perjury.
Yeah. This has a stamp on it. Come on now. Yeah, look at that receipt. Your lovely Cece. Your lovely Cece.
And that is the photo that she was exposing on TikTok Live, Instagram fake accounts. Yeah. And then she sends it back to him. And this is what she says. But everybody wants to say, Josiah, stop talking about it. You're so obsessed. You keep talking about her. But these are the things she does. Hello?
Right.
Oh, okay. So the courthouse, right? Let's talk about what happened and why it was dismissed, chat, because she keeps spinning a story as he lost, the judge didn't agree with him, the judge didn't, that's not what happened. So sorry, that's not what happened.
At all. So let me break something down really quick before we dive into the courthouse. I already had to miss 2 days this month from work and use PTO because of everything between her and I, and then the internet. It took a very big toll on my mental health. Right? To the point where I literally texted my boss and said, I might have to check myself into a mental hospital. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how to handle this. I've never had to do something like this in my whole entire life. So as the situation escalated, right? So we already took 2 days off of work. I had to go 6/11/2024 was the first day that I went to file this right here, right? Because I filed it because she was doing too much. She was bullying me behind the scenes, slandering me online, leaked my mangina. Accusations of DV and lying about it is huge. It's a huge. So I went there, spent about 3 hours there, missed 3 hours of work. Mind you, I make hourly plus commission. So when I'm not at this desk when I'm supposed to be processing orders, that messes with my numbers. I have a quota to meet each month. Performance reports are ran each month. Already missed 2 days. 6/11, had to leave work, run over to the courthouse to file this. Filed it, tried to file it, but they said, oh, I need an address of where she's at. I didn't know where she was.
Yep.
So you know how we found her? Yeah, because you're not very bright. We always knew that you're not that intelligent, Mercedes. We always knew that. You ordered a pizza, honey. You ordered a pizza. And I got the notification to my cell phone. And then you like to make your little TikTok videos and forget not to cut out surroundings when motherfuckers is looking for you. Motherfuckers is looking for you. So, you know, the house number right there that's in front of the house that you're at. My sister, who's 10 times smarter than me, you know, the one that you couldn't even handle to go toe-to-toe with because you know she knows all the tea on you. So you had to block her right away. But everybody else, you quick to go toe-to-toe. I don't block nobody. You blocked my sister in 2.5 seconds. All she did was call you some delulu. She ain't even dropped no receipts. So my sister typed in the pizza joint, right? There's only one of them. It's a special place. Typed in that little piece that you gave us. Clicked the first address that popped up. Took us right to you, baby.
It was that
You got
easy?
them papers. I didn't know you was at. You at your friend Rosa's house? Oh. So I had to take some time to do that. And let me see, I think it took us 24 hours to get that done. Because I was also still working. And then finally I was like, I need your help. Talking to my sister, like, please, can you help me? Because let me see. I think it says 613 on this shit. Yup. You can't make this up. Right here. Did I print this out myself and type it up here? Y'all see that? What does it say? 613? Oh, okay. So it got filed 613. I had a very serious conversation with my boss. Not like very serious, but he's implying like you need to step it up. Like I had 60 orders pending. Like that's not good. That's very bad. Like that's like warranted that he could probably write me up and make my ass go into the office bad. Like that is not good. It's not good behavior. I was displaying very poor work ethic, and I am a very good worker. I work very hard. I have had the same job for 4 years. Come on now.
Right.
If I don't work hard, and they just gave me a raise. If I don't work hard, I don't deserve things like that. Constantly offer overtime. Obviously, I'm a good worker, right? So he pretty much told me, you need to get your shit together. And the only way for me to get my shit together is to what? Sit here in the desk. So yes, I got the date, but I was hesitant to ask for it off because I knew that my numbers were not where they needed. At the end of the day, this is a corporate job. And I already spoke to HR about everything that was going on the internet because I was scared and feared to lose my job because of the DV accusation. So I spoke to them and said, I don't care what's going on the internet. As long as you don't have no charges, we do not care. And as long as your work performance isn't declining, we do not care. Already missed 2 days of work.
That's fair.
Right. Already missed 2 days of work. My boss is now talking to me about my numbers. I get the court date. What would you do? Go play with Delulu or keep your income?
I'm keeping that money. Absolutely.
On top of that, Delulu committed several crimes. So if I would have went to the revenge corn, that's a huge crime.
That's true.
I have your whole, did you forget that you did this? I have your whole face on your live. Look at this nigga. That ain't his, yup, playing with himself. Sending it to bitches. Was it to bitches or was it to men? Which one is it, shorty? You're forgetting your storyline. Didn't she say it was to men? But now it's to bitches. Should we play that receipt? But shorty wasn't talking about me, but I have a whole receipt of her 10-minute live. 10 minutes on live, just going off, straight lies. Straight lies. So the court case got dismissed because I didn't go. I was sitting here typing. I was clocked in. And I also didn't go because I spared her because she's the only parent to that child. Well, apparently she says. So that's what she says. As you know, you can't trust anything that she says nowadays. So
factual.
God in heaven. Playing with his dick. What? Oh, playing with his dick. Sending it to bitches. While me and him are together.
This is on TikTok live?
2,000 people. And she does it twice. Twice.
Does she know that's a crime? Does she?
Not only did she just do that, we had a couple pages together, and I sure did take that Joan over. It was already logged into my phone. It wasn't logged into her shit. So she hacked that shit after I already took it over. Stole the gift money of $100, and I have a receipt of her bragging about it online. Stole the gift money of $120, spent it in coins, sent it to herself. In turn, took those photos that you just saw, put it on the story, and then sent it personally to people in the fucking DMs. And I found that out while I was fucking working. I'm here typing, having a good day. My friend's like, Josiah, what the fuck did you send that out? I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Bro, I almost threw the fuck up.
This is when he found out, because he actually screenshotted. So this is when he actually found out. He was actually live.
Can you turn it the other way, Vicky?
Oh yes, sorry.
Wow.
That's not the only thing she did with those photos. She made a fake Instagram, put them there for 48 hours, acting like me. But again, we know we're not dealing with the most intelligent woman, right? She broke character talking to me, and people in the comments. This girl, first of all, am I talking to myself, or am I? Who's talking here? Right. Is it me? Is it you? Like you're pretending to be me, and I'm here commenting. Like I trolled the hell out. I said, baby, if you want daddy to come home, or if you want to come home to daddy, just say that. You doing a whole lot on the internet to get my attention. Troll the fuck out of her because she already did too much. What she do, of course, broke character. Broke character. 48 hours, my mangina was up on Instagram for free. Mind you. So, y'all want to clown me for doing, I'm going to call it FO. I'm a salesman. Right? I also was trying to manipulate her to not post it. So I'm like, maybe if I have my FO, it will go and she won't do it.
Right.
She still did it. I wasn't even posting this on there. It was just shirtless pictures. Maybe a little packer on and a little spice. But look, right there, right there. And she showed y'all $15 a month. Hey, shit. I mean, look, my manager Bria got me hooked.
Vicky.
My manager Bria got me hooked.
Right.
She got me hooked up. We made 2 stacks in the first week, Bria. But you want to talk about $15. Honey, you got to pay $15 to get in there and then pay for the content. And you should know that because you did it at one point in time. She trying to knock me, but she did it. She did it before we got together. And I found out because someone had DM'd her. And I'm like, what is this? Why are you asking me for that? Oh, I had to do it for me and Zayden because no one was helping me. So now you're clowning me because I had to turn around and do it for y'all too.
Oh, let's clock that. So she's a veteran, but it's only when she does it, it's okay. But
yeah.
You do it to keep the roof on the heads and some food on the table. It's a problem all of a sudden. But she used to do it. Let's clock that.
I'm sure some of y'all got that spice. I'm sure some of y'all do. And it was just some crazy. That message was fake.
I thought she was whole time. I thought she was making fun because that's something she's never done or never would do or something like that.
No, Shorty Mom's done that.
She not no better.
What? Not yet. That's why I'm like, girl, please, come on now. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Come on. So I didn't go to that court date and it got dismissed because me, the petitioner, didn't go. So I didn't give the court any evidence. But if I gave the evidence that I am about to give to y'all and shortly here, well, you just saw some of it. That's a crime right there. That's a felony.
Yep.
Your child can get taken. I'm pretty sure it's like, if there was children in that live, like, you can't say it wasn't you. Your big mouth is screaming. Your face is right there. The bonnet is on the head as always. The eyes is like this. Why are your eyes like this in that clip? That whole live, why is your eyes like this? What was you leaning over hitting? Oh yeah, you didn't see that. Yeah, that's why she was going on that rant. She was off something. And I even told her. I told her to come out. I said, you need to stop doing whatever the hell you doing and go take care of your son. And you know, she went off. When I tell you that girl went off. No, but it's very apparent that we should run that receipt.
Yup, let's run that one.
Let's run that one. Let's run that one.
To the stage, please.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking. Listen, I have over like 50 screenshots.
Hold on, I might have it right here. Wait.
Chat, thank y'all for still tapping this.
Like I wasn't gonna get through.
Oh wait, this is when she was bragging about how she stole my money and leaked my mangina on my TikTok.
Get through. And do my little one too.
But she wasn't talking about me all month, right? Mind you, it hasn't even been a month that we've been broken up.
Yep, I was gonna say that too.
I know that hurt you. I know that hurt your feelings.
And y'all laughing in the chat.
Did you check your balance?
Oh.
Are you serious?
I know that hurt. I know that hurt.
Did it? And it did.
Because I would have been. I'm not gonna lie. That would have got me turned. I would have been mad as fuck, boy. I would have been like, this bitch got me fucked up. Do I? Because to be honest, you had yourself fucked up from the get. So, I don't know. At this point, we're just living life.
Are we? Are we living life? I'm sure we are. I'm sure the fuck we are. Let me find a juicy one. What's going on here? Let me see. Hold on.
And I did see a comment earlier. Somebody said, why is it always her or always you? It's never the both of y'all. I don't think Josiah's saying it's only her. And
I literally took accountability on everything that I've done.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like, what?
Are y'all actually listening or are y'all being biased? Because if you're paying attention and listening, he's taking accountability while also calling her out for her lies. It's a 2-in-1. Very much so. Y'all, thank you for still tapping the screen. Make sure you're following Josiah and staying tuned because after this, it is no more to go back and forth. It's very much a clear it up and move on type of thing. So please follow Josiah. Keep tapping the screen in case we get mass reported, which we are. That's why we keep glitching back and forth. So please keep following and tap the screen, chat. Tap the screen.
All right. Mind you, she smoked weed.
I've been knew what I like. It's getting lost. Bitch.
Wait.
You feel what I'm saying?
Wait.
You feel what I'm saying?
Watch your eyes.
Hey.
Yeah. You hear that? You heard that? On that 12-minute that she was talking about me. Shall we play that? Let's just play that receipt real quick. Let's just play that one real quick. Since she wasn't talking about me all month, right? Shorty wasn't talking about me all month.
Let me see if I heard that right. Was that a sniffle?
Oh, it was. But we can get the full thing right here. It's all good. You want to clown me, Shorty?
Where's the answer to that?
I've been had this receipt.
Where's the collaboration on that?
This is her 12-minute rant. Or is it 12 minutes? Let me get it right. Well, I guess we just gonna have to see.
Oh.
Yeah.
But a motherfucker just want to keep talking for the internet, right?
And mind you, I've never
You
talked like
keep
this.
talking on the internet.
Never talked like this for
You
her.
don't keep running your mouth.
Never talked about her like
That's
this.
okay. Do what you do best. Run your mouth.
But I thought I beat
Do what you
you.
do best. Run your mouth.
She drink. Oh.
Keep
Keep watching. This is long. This is long.
I would talk my shit too if that's all I knew I could. If that's all I knew how to do.
Mind you, wait. Before we keep
don't
listening
know
to this,
nothing
I just
else
want
to
to
do.
add
You just know how to-
something. I never spoke about this woman like this on live. Never.
Not that I've seen.
Chat. Where are we at? Chat. I need y'all to slide through right now. If I ever ask y'all for anything in my life, it would be right now. Besides when I ask y'all to help me with my car. Chat. Have I said anything crazy, insinuate I want to fight it, said crazy shit? Have I screamed at y'all? Have I gotten out of character? Like this animal here.
Not that I've seen.
What
It's
is
giving
that?
no.
Yup, that's a whole lot. Okay. Are y'all, are the Cece stand base, the Lulus, reading this? The Delulus, I'ma worship a crazy girl like this. Don't even got her, she got her shit together, but she sleeping on somebody's couch or some shit right now. No car, no phone, nothing. But
Run your fucking mouth and be fake. Of course. You don't know no better.
Right. You right, baby.
Poor thing.
Poor thing.
Poor thing.
What? Let's touch that.
Just lost.
Let's touch that. Okay? Let's clock this tea. Coming out of her own mouth. Baby, you made it too easy for me. God. I wish I was dealing with a smarter woman.
You don't know no better.
Listen.
Poor thing. You poor thing.
You see how she emphasizes thing?
Just lost.
Listen to the tone. Poor thing. Poor thing. So now I'm a thing. But you're supposed. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the woman that y'all saying was supporting my transition so much behind the scenes. No, I was just a little puppet for her platform, baby. Yeah, she might have called me handsome. She might have me off. You know what I'm saying? But I was a thing really to her. Really her next victim, because this is something she likes to do.
You're sending videos playing with yourself to men? So
Wait.
okay?
Wait, I thought it was to bitches. It was men, then bitches, then men again. Which one is it? Can we clock that? Because it keep going back and forth. Like, it's giving she's confused. It's giving she's just running with whatever comes to mind at the time. Because first she tried to lie about who sent it to her. It was a whole female. The account got deleted. It was this. It was that. Then you hit up the person who you actually sent it to because it was only one. It was it never came from them. It was the fact that she went through your phone, lied about that. Now you're lying about whether it's a man, bitches, men, or bitches. Which one? Because you don't even know.
Which one? Which one? Not my ass accidentally exit out. Hold on, guys. Let me go back.
On both of
Let me go back. Where are we at?
the motherfuckers just want to keep talking for the internet, right? You just want to keep talking on the internet. You just want to
I
keep
had to
talking
rewind a
about-
little bit. Sorry.
That's okay. Do what you do best. Run your mouth.
Yep. Everybody
what
just
you
get
do
that.
best.
Just get
Run
this.
your mouth.
This is how she used to talk to me, by the way, in arguments. Just mad aggressive all the time. This is her tone. Yeah, she like this.
Because the motherfucker ain't about nothing for real.
You're right. I don't like to fight. You're right. I'm not a violent person. You're right. I mean, I'll get violent if I have to. Don't get a
I would talk my shit too if that's all I knew I could. If that's all I knew how to do.
Right. You're right. I mean,
You
projection.
don't know nothing else to do. You just know how to run your fucking mouth and be fake. Of course. You don't know no better.
Absolutely.
Poor thing. You poor thing. Just lost. You're sending videos playing with yourself to men? So are you gay? Are you gay? Are you straight? Are you bi? Are you confused? You mad at me because you're confused? I don't know. I don't know. But that's not my fault. Why are you mad at me because you're confused?
About what? Mind you, let's clock this
It's up to
tea.
you.
Let's clock this tea. She says she liked women. And she not confused and she knew she liked women since middle school. Bitch, you got a baby daddy. You're dating a man. You choke on your throat. You like it. Projection. This is projection. You're confused, baby. You're confused, not me. I know what I like. And let me make it clear, chat. There's nothing wrong. Let me make it very clear. If I like men, I'd have a nigga. And it'd be a fine ass nigga. And he'd be paying my rent. And my cash app would be full. And I don't give a damn who the fuck like it. I just don't like niggas. Like, I don't know what to tell y'all there. But she, I'm not quite sure what she got going on.
If you
Let's
want it
listen.
in the butt or not. That's not up to me.
Up the butt is crazy.
I don't want it in the butt. I know what I like. I've been sure about it since I was what, like in the 6th fucking grade?
Oh.
I've been knew what I like.
So when did you have Zayden?
I've never been confused.
So wait, did she have Zayden in the 4th grade?
You confused that motherfucker. You need to figure out your life.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, watch this.
It's getting lost and not found, bitch. Heavy on the
Watch
not
her movements
found.
and everything.
You feel what I'm saying?
Watch her. Just watch her.
Heavy on the not found. You are lost, babe. You are lost.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh.
Go.
She's so gross, dog.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Pops.
It's nah. The receipt
You
is
know what I'm saying?
receipting. Because the way she went
Yup.
Happy Pride.
crazy.
We outside.
Yup.
Happy Pride to us that ain't confused.
Yup.
We know what we like.
Round of applause, Cecilia.
Hallelujah.
That's real fucking insane.
Round
On
of applause.
live.
Shorty, make that ass clap. Huh?
On live in 4K. You moved to the side, your face went side to side, and you sniffled. What is that? What was that?
But I'm the liar, huh?
What was that? I mean, what else could it be?
And then the eyes like this.
Yeah, I was like,
Girl, please stop playing with me, Shorty.
Stop
stop playing with me, Shorty.
HD.
No, stop playing with me, Shorty.
Now, is this a result of after y'all's relationship?
Yes.
That she may have dipped and dabbled into some things
I was
recently?
confused as fuck. When I seen that and that tea was clogged, I was like, wait, what? Because she's never done that with me. I had no idea, nothing. Because I thought she was having a mental psychotic break at first. So, and my conclusion, this is not factual.
Allegedly,
I think she left here and went with her friend, and they're both under the influence. Because that friend she used to party with, they're both under the influence over there, and she's just off the wall. Like and mind you, her mental health was already declining, so that's why her behavior is so erratic. Why she doesn't even? I bet you she doesn't even remember doing this. I bet you. Like, why would you ever put yourself in a predicament or a position like this when you literally are 110% in the wrong? You're 100. I have receipts for days. Let's keep going. Are you ready? Or y'all want to party or what? At this point, maybe I should just let me get some wine.
Do you want me to play one of the videos that you sent me? Of
Yes, Vicky, yes. Clock that tea.
Okay, got you.
Yep.
Got you.
Let's take an intermission. Go get you a little sippy. We'll continue playing the receipts.
So I'm not gonna show my video, but this is a sound of an argument that him and her had, where you could actually hear what's going on.
Okay. About like the attention and it's true. We even said it yesterday on the podcast. But the way you were talking about that one, the one, I don't know what the fuck she asked you about. But the way you responded to that question, you can tell that's how you think. Like, you want the attention. That's how I think with what? You want attention. You like the attention. What did I say? Whoa. Whether you want to go off and like adventure and explore more. I definitely didn't insinuate that at all on the podcast yesterday. And I mean, we can play it back considering it's recorded, but that was definitely not insinuated at all. What are you talking about? I don't think that's fair. That's not fair. We weren't even talking about what? We weren't even talking about relationships at all.
No, you weren't. You were talking about the attention.
No, we were talking about my transition. What are you talking? You couldn't even hear what she was asking me.
No, I couldn't, but I could hear your responses.
Oh, so is that what you were mad about? Is my responses? Really? That's what you were mad about, my responses with my transition. So I'm just I'm not trying to flip it.
Be mad about
Okay,
me talking for real.
okay. Well, I'm just trying. Okay. I'm trying to understand Mercedes.
It's the same thing I've been telling you since this morning. Like with the whole podcast shit, and on top of you saying like, oh, the platform, like you know, like you were basically saying something like, I don't really remember, but like you basically like the way you said it just made it seem like okay, that makes sense. That actually does make sense.
I don't understand. No, that doesn't make sense because I don't understand what the hell you're trying to say right now. So that doesn't make sense.
About the platforms and I don't really remember. I don't remember.
So you don't.
Like I remember, but I don't remember the exact wording you said. So I can't.
But well, you don't because you know why? Because you weren't even a part of the question. You don't even know what she asked me. So really, you don't even know what you're talking about until the podcast comes out and you actually hear it. You don't even really know what you're talking about, and that's really probably why you can't remember. You ever thought about that? Because I'm a little confused.
I can't remember because it's a lot.
I did a lot wrong. Is that what you're saying? Is I did a lot to upset you during that podcast episode? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that you upset me. I'm just saying
you are very much upset. It's very clear and apparent.
I am upset. I'm very upset.
So you just said that I didn't upset you. So which one is it? Did I upset you or did I not?
And I do want to say this is asking for clarification. This is not antagonizing.
Like that's not. I don't understand what I did wrong was except for answer questions about my transition. Like that's what I don't understand. Like what? How could that? It has everything because you're saying you're.
It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with you talking about your ex and then you talking about.
I talked about my ex for 5 seconds because I wanted. That was a point. That was it. Right. In my transition, that's it.
The point after that would be like because you found yourself because you left her and you were able to find yourself that you were actually.
Mercedes, I was so nervous. I was all over the place. Like, would you relax? But and she was also leading the conversation. So what do you?
Mind you, this was May 17th.
So, but you're not really. You're the one that's upset. Clearly, I'm not upset. So I'm just trying to figure out. I'm not nonchalant. I have no reason to be upset. I didn't do anything. I don't understand what the friction is.
I'm saying that you have to be upset or like what the fuck? Like I don't want you to even be upset. It's not even fucking about that. It's just about damn. I don't understand what's so confusing about what the fuck hurt my feelings and what the fuck like I don't understand. I don't understand what's so confusing about you being looked at as a fucking man. Literally, you look like a fucking man. You look like a man. Like you are a man. So like, because like you're acting like I don't understand.
I'm well aware of how I look.
We had this conversation. You even told me. I understand. I do need to be better. You told me like I do need to be better about that. I understand. This is my first time being like looked at as a man, so I do need to do a couple things different. But it's like you're not really trying to put it in my head.
Because I have a friend that's a girl. One friend that's a girl. What else have I done wrong, Mercedes? What else?
Keep this.
What
Fuck
else?
this.
What else
have I done?
What else?
May 17th.
What else?
Nothing about abuse. She's more abusing me.
And I'm definitely not going to cut my friends off that were definitely my friends even prior to transitioning. Like, that's crazy. I already cut off soon.
Right, but I never heard a says until what, like 2 months ago?
You've been heard of Destiny mad months ago. That's cat. That's cat. That's cat. That's cat.
Oh my god.
So it's like, okay, so we weren't talking. That doesn't mean she didn't exist. Like, what the fuck? She knew me before you and I were even rekindled back again ever. So I don't understand. Like,
You don't think it's weird how bitches go ghost on you, then all of a sudden you get a girlfriend, they want to come back in your life?
they didn't go ghost. What do you mean?
You literally just said y'all weren't talking.
Yo,
What the fuck?
yo. Just because I go time without talking to my friends all the time. What do you mean? I haven't talked to my sister Jasmine in I don't even know how long. And when
Wait, clock this. This is the conversation that got
oh my
punched
god,
in.
here we go. Oh, here we go with that. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why you're gonna talk to her tomorrow because now she doesn't know how to talk to you because now she just
No.
wants to see her. Now she just sees herself being with you and she's upset. and she
No,
can't have
because we
you
were talking
because
about
you're
you,
with
where
me.
you fucked up, actually. So maybe you should take
Okay, so
responsibility.
great. So that
Stop.
should make
Saving
you.
is
That
standing
should
literally. Just stop. Just stop.
go.
Jesus fucking God.
That should make you feel worse as a fucking man. That again, like how I told you, you
Pause
said
it
you
real
gave
quick.
that bitch the opening to sit there and
No,
say that
I
fuck ass.
Notice, I don't know if y'all listening. She told y'all that I would in front of Zayden. As y'all clearly just heard, he came out during an argument. I told her to shut up because he was standing there. She did in turn. Should we play it back? Play it back.
Hold on, I got
Play
you
it
right now.
back.
I got you right now. I got you right now.
Thank you, Vicky. You're the best.
On you. Then all of a sudden you get a girlfriend and they want to come back in your life.
They didn't go ghost. What do you mean?
You literally just said y'all weren't talking.
Yo,
What the fuck?
yo. Just because I go time without talking to my friends all the time. What do you mean? I haven't talked to my sister Jasmine in I don't even know how long. And when we talk again, and then, bro, oh my god, here we go. Oh, here we go with that. Oh my god.
Yeah, that why you don't talk to her tomorrow because now she doesn't know how to talk to you because now she just
No.
wants to see her. Now she just sees herself being with you and she's upset. and she
No,
can't have
because
you
we were talking
because
about
you're
you,
with me.
where you fucked up,
Yes, it is.
actually. So maybe you should take
Okay, so
responsibility.
great. So that
Stop.
should make
Saving
you.
is
That
standing
should
literally. Just stop. Just stop.
go.
And the first thing you hear that little boy say is, "Daddy."
And she goes, go.
And who? But I was on her in front of him. In front
You
of-
wouldn't even let an argument happen in front of him, let alone anything else, clearly. Can we clock that? You was not you didn't even allow him to hear an argument, which the argument to me was not getting heated from your end at all, but you still did not allow him to be there to witness that. You said, stop. He's here. He said, Daddy. She said, go. Aggressive as fuck. She said, go.
Leo.
So very clearly, it's not clicking as to why you would in front of him at all, let alone at all. Come on now.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's in this receipt, but there's another receipt where he comes up to me. Maybe I think it might be in this one, but we have a whole conversation. Y'all about to hear how our dynamic was. Go ahead.
I'm gonna continue. It's like 4 minutes left.
Fucking God.
That should make you feel worse as a fucking man. That again, like how I told you, you sat there, you gave that bitch the opening to sit there
No,
and say that
I
fuck
knew
ass
her
shit.
for a long ass
It
time,
doesn't
and I
matter.
asked her for her advice. So what do you
And
mean?
look at her advice.
Okay,
was.
and
If
I was
I
drunk as
with
fuck.
you,
Okay.
if I was with you.
Okay, all right, okay.
Chat, nobody else is coming up on this panel. Vicky, can you pause for a second?
No,
Yes.
People keep requesting up. This is not a panel. Nobody else is coming up right now. This is not an open conversation right now. This is Josiah and I, and then Vicky. Vicky is helping receipts and evidence because he has sent it to both of us. So please stop requesting up. There's nobody that will come up at this time. I just need y'all to keep tapping the screen, tap the screen, because we are getting mass reported. So to combat the mass reporting, I need y'all to tap the screen so we can stay up and Josiah can get his full piece out. Please make sure you're following Josiah, tapping the screen. Follow Josiah, tap the screen, please. There's nobody coming up at this time, please. Vicky, go ahead.
Forever, I know her intentions. I know her as a person. Why would that be serious to me? Like, I know her as a person. I know her intentions. I've known her since I dressed literally like a girl. I know what she likes. I know her, all her secrets. It was a hypothetical situation.
Why would she say that after she
Oh my
y'all being together? Why the fuck would
Mind you,
you
this
make her
conversation is in
say
May.
that unless
This happened in March. This is why I got punched in the face. I know the conversation.